Hey everyone, and welcome to the Ready Room Brief, where we quickly go over some hot topics related to the Picard series.
So what are people talking about?
Well, Tim, some people online seem to be saying that the new series, Picard, is going to be too political.
Tea, Earl Grey, hot.
We haven't actually watched the show yet. So the idea that's too political is based on some of the stuff that Patrick Stewart has said and some of the other showrunners and writers have said. To approach this question, I think we need to look at, has Star Trek always been political? If you look back at the original series, the political climate of the time was always a huge driver in plots, like the Cold War, anti-war, the peace movement. Some key examples that come to mind are A Private Little War, a critique of proxy wars of Vietnam. There's a Cold War situation. Another example is A Taste of Armageddon, which has a very clear anti-war message.
I know for me, one that always comes to mind when I think about politics in the original series is the episode where you have an alien race. One side of the face is black, the other side is white.
Let that be your last battlefield. And yes, that episode was overtly political.
Those are just a couple examples. If you want to find more, pick an episode. What about The Next Generation?
Let's look at what are some of the best Picard episodes, if we take that angle, that the creators of Star Trek Picard might actually look at for inspiration for making the new series. The top episodes that come to mind are A Measure for a Man.
Is your contention that Lieutenant Commander Data is not a sentient being?
Examining what personhood is, what that means, the ethical implications. It touches on slavery. Chain of Command is one of the best Picard episodes.
Tell me how many lights you see.
There are 4 lights!
It looks at fascist authoritarian states and torture. One of my favorite episodes of all Star Trek of all time, and I really hope it's a big inspiration for the new show, is The Drumhead.
The Federation does have enemies. We must seek them out.
Oh, yes. That's how it starts.
Which has this admiral fascist character, Norasati. Another interesting point from that episode I want to bring up is there's this part Romulan character, Simon Tarses, who Norasati is sort of racist against. I wonder if the political situation in Star Trek Picard after the destruction of Romulus, where we have a lot of Romulan refugees coming from the Romulan Star Empire, whether we'll have a similar sort of political...
I think there's going to be some of that political content in the new Picard series related to the Romulan race. Why do you think sci-fi itself has been used as a vehicle for kind of political exploration?
Science fiction has always been a political medium. It's always been a platform for looking at political ideas. The earliest types of proto-science fiction are Moore's Utopia, Bacon's New Atlantis, Gulliver's Travels, basically stories that use fantastic settings to examine political ideas that at the time historically would have been problematic to directly critique. And I think that's always been at the core of science fiction. And then from there, after the utopian science fiction, even H.G. Wells in Gods, you have these sort of critique dystopian science fiction, which creates some of the best science fiction ever created.
People have a hard time letting go of something they really, really loved. I really loved Star Trek The Next Generation. Picard won't be the same. He's aged. Patrick Stewart has aged. That's going to be part of the show. So it will be different. Let's maybe accept that, and also accept the issue isn't that it's political. It's always been political. Maybe it's just not the show it used to be. Maybe it just feels different, and that freaks you out.
So I'm not worried about Star Trek being too political.
Me either.
I don't think Star Trek can be too political.
There are many factors that make a show good or bad, and I'm just excited to watch it. I think we haven't seen it yet. Let's give it a chance. We'll see you next time in the Ready Room. I'm detecting something. It's the fear of change.